Hey there, fellow movie buffs. I recently had the chance to catch the highly anticipated film Spider-Dog Across the Barketverse, Part 1, and boy, was I wagging my tail with excitement. Now, let me start by saying that this movie had it all: amazing animation, a captivating story, and an ensemble of spider people that could rival the most fetching of superhero teams. But as a doggo with discerning tastes, I must express my slight disappointment in the lack of dog representation. Where were the web-slinging, crime-fighting canines, and not a single squirrel to chase off? Pause down. That was a missed opportunity. Now, let's dig our paws into the highlights of this spectacular animated adventure. The animation was off the leash. It pushed the boundaries of creativity and unleashed a multitude of styles, from watercolor and acrylic to halftones and flat styles. I couldn't keep up with all the eye-catching visuals, but hey, I'm a dog, not an art critic. But for me, art is like a game of fetch, where ideas are tossed into the air and creativity leaps forth to catch them in its jaws, shaking them with passion and spitting out masterpieces. What I'm trying to say is, I appreciated how the artwork complemented the emotions of the scenes, like when the background started weeping like sad walls. Talk about a doggone emotional experience. But let's not forget the story, folks. It was layered like a pile of leaves, focusing not only on Miles Morales but also on the web-slinging adventures of Gwen Stacy and some other newbies. The theme of family played a big part, and the arcs intertwined like a squirrel's tail in a frenzy. The villain was a real howl, with a huge presence on screen and motivations that made sense. No cardboard cutout Betty here, and with the story's multiple angles, there was enough humor and action to keep my tail wagging throughout. The pacing of the film had me scooching to the edge of my seat. It was like a dog's chase, cleverly alternating between moments of tension that made me chase after answers and moments of relief that let me catch my breath. It built up tension like a squirrel teasing a dog from a tree, slowly increasing the anxiety until it reached a awesome climax. The storytelling didn't skimp on complexity or dramatic character interactions, but it also knew when to hit the pause button for some heartfelt moments. This balance kept the energy high and had me invested in the story like a dog with a bone. I must confess, this 2-hour and 20-minute adventure flew by faster than a frisbee in the park. The characters were so richly detailed that they became more than just animated figures, and the twists and complications in the plot made the time investment well worth it. If a frog had a tail, it would be wagging in anticipation for the next installment, which is set to arrive in March 2024. Woof woof. Now, I do have a small bone to pick. When we arrived at the Spider Society headquarters, there were so many spider people that it became a challenge to focus on each one. My poor doggy brain couldn't keep up with the pop-up comic panels and the rapid-fire character introductions. But fear not, my furry friends, as this will make rewatches even more enjoyable when we can pause and sniff out all the hidden details. There are Easter eggs aplenty for the geekier pups out there. The voice acting was top dog. Shameik returned as Miles Morales, capturing all the emotions from angst to strength. Hailee Steinfeld also gave Gwen Stacy a voice that resonated with charm and determination. These talented actors breathed life into their animated counterparts, making them more than just pixels on a screen. So, my fellow movie-loving humans, if you're looking for a bark-tastic time at the movies, Spider-Dog Across the Barketverse, Part 1 is a must-see. It's a wild ride filled with stunning animation, a gripping story, and characters that will make you sit up and beg for more. Although I couldn't help but feel a tad disappointed by the lack of dog representation and squirrel-chasing action, the overall experience was a howling success. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging review and want more movie reviews from a dog's perspective, don't forget to give it a awesome thumbs up, share it with your fellow movie buffs, and subscribe for more entertaining content. Let's spread the joy of cinema through the lens of our furry friends and celebrate the magic of the big screen together. Remember, my wolves, stay positive, keep those tails wagging, and until next time, woof woof.